going to look at how to arrange things where the objects or some of the objects are identical. So first, let's remind ourselves what happens when we have objects that are different from each other. So let's say we have 3/4. Their backs are all different. How many different arrangements can we have of each one of these? Our first choice, there's 3 objects we could choose from. For the first one, times 2 times 1, which is 3 factorial, which is 6. Okay, so that's how we're doing the arrangements for 3 things. Now, what if we have 5 things like this? Well, if they were all different, we would have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 5 factorial choices. But notice that if I switch these two around, being the same color, it doesn't look any different. And so what we need to do is find a way to divide out all these repetitions. Well, because there's 3 of these, we can divide out by how many ways we can arrange 3 things, or 3 factorial. And then these two, how many different ways we can arrange those, we can divide it out by 2 factorial. So we get 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So this would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 divided by 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. These 3 all divide out. That divides into that one, giving us 10 different ways that we can arrange these. Now, it just doesn't have to be 2. You could have many different things. So in general, the formula looks something like this. You have a bunch of different objects, and you have how many there are. So let's say there's K1 of object 1 that are all identical, so you can't tell them apart. K2 object 2, and so on, so that you have KJ, let's say, for object J. So this is how many there are. Now, what we do know is that when we add them up, we get how many total there are. Now, if these objects were all different, there would be n factorial ways of arranging them. But because these are identical objects, we do have to divide out the arrangements of each one of those to give us how many objects are. And we have our formula for how to find permutations with identical objects.